Ms. Guerrero, I have a pop-up message that I think the people who are having trouble getting in are in the lobby. I may be able to admit them. Should I try from here?
You can try, Judge. We've been trying. They just don't seem to be coming in, but certainly.
Okay, I'll give it a
Am
shot.
I in?
Mhm.
I apparently have the same problem.
Am I in?
I don't know who I is, but tell me your name. I can't see. I hear someone. I don't know. If you're Gregory Pasa or Luis Navarro, just please let me know now, quickly.
I'm Gregory Pasa.
Okay, I will check you in at the end, okay?
Okay.
Just make sure you keep your mic muted until you are directed to unmute, and you'll respond to the oath by saying, I do. Your right hand needs to be up in your screen.
Is my camera not working?
I don't see you, but I don't see anybody.
Okay. So basically, when you direct me, raise my right hand, read the oath.
Mr. Pasa, I think you're going to have to come back in because we need to see you. So you'll have to come in at the next session.
Okay. Will you send me a link to the next session?
Yes, yes.
Is it later today?
Yes.
I'm going to ask that we cease all cross communication because the Appellate Division First Department is now in session. My colleagues and I welcome you all to these virtual admission ceremonies. Ms. Guerrero, I'm going to ask you to please proceed.
May it please the court, good morning. I, Veronica Guerrero, counsel to this court's committee on character and fitness. I'm honored this morning to present to the court 32 applicants for admission to the bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each applicant appearing here today. Accordingly, and on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant appearing here this morning does possess the requisite character and fitness to merit admission to the bar of the state of New York, and I do hereby move for their admission.
Thank you. Before I rule on your weighty motion, I want to take this opportunity to thank the members of the Committee on Character and Fitness for the excellent job they have done to ensure that the candidates presented here today are all well qualified for admission. The committee's work is very important to us and to the bar of the state of New York. They honor us by serving pro bono, and their work is greatly appreciated. I would ask you to please relate this message to the members.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, before we turn to the motion before the court, Justice Cardozo famously said, justice delayed is justice denied. But we will have no denial of justice here today because my colleagues have authorized me to grant the motion forthwith. The oath will now be administered by Ms. Rojas, the clerk of the court.
Good morning, Justice Gish. Good morning, candidates. I will administer the oath in the form of a question. At the end, I will ask you to unmute your microphones and respond by saying, I do. At this point, I ask every candidate to please raise your right hand. I need to see everybody's hand. Thank you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law to the best of your ability? Please unmute your microphones and respond by saying, I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Congratulations, attorneys. Please mute your microphones.
Congratulations. And I'm going to, at this time, ask my colleagues to please unmute their microphones so we can give you a hearty round of applause for your accomplishment. it's customary for one of the justices to welcome you with words for you, the newly admitted lawyers. And this morning, that honor falls to me. It's a privilege to address you on this important and hopeful occasion of your admission to practice law in the state of New York. I cannot help, however, but remark on the uniqueness of this virtual ceremony, reflecting the time in which we live, the time in which you are all professionally coming of age. So what are we to make of all this? About a year ago, you could have expected that your admission to the New York State Bar would take place in our beautiful and historic courtroom, a picture of which you see behind all of the justices. A courtroom in which such legal luminaries as Supreme Court Justices Sonia Sotomayor and Elena Kagan were admitted. So is your rite of passage fundamentally different from what we did before? Is your rite of passage different from Sonia Sotomayor and Elena Kagan? I think not. Your rite of passage, your admission to the bar of the state of New York in this virtual world is no less historic, no less consequential, and no less hopeful than if it had occurred in a brick and mortar courthouse, even as one as majestic as the First Department. Although these virtual admissions are an outgrowth of the current health pandemic, they are really the beginning of a new legal environment in which virtual access to each other in court proceedings are our future. They hold a promise, if we do it right, that all people, no matter who they are or where they are, can pursue and obtain justice. As we continually learn, justice is more than just our physical courthouses. It is the ideals pursued by lawyers like you to ensure and protect the rights of people. You stand at the doorway of this and many other ways in which this time-honored profession, this old profession, will be evolving in important and positive new ways. You will contribute to that, and your contribution will be great. When considering your role in the legal profession, I urge you to make some time to serve the needs of people who do not have the same access to justice that we all share. Pro bono service is also a time-honored tradition among lawyers. As the great jurist Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg said, if you're going to be a lawyer and just practice your profession, you have a skill, very much like a plumber. But if you want to be a true professional, you will do something outside yourself, something that makes life better for those less fortunate. Today, I also remind you that although this ceremony represents a great personal accomplishment by each of you, your greatest accomplishments still lay before you. Make the most of the future to accomplish your goals. Great opportunity awaits you all. I congratulate you and wish you all well. We're closed.
Thank you to all the justices. They will log off, and all of the new attorneys will stay on with me.